I'm going to do a Zoom call with John McAdams, the Empower International Director in Myanmar. So I hope you enjoy our visit today. So I was just thinking, John, if you could give us an update as far as the knowledge you have on what's happening in Myanmar with regard to the COVID-19 worldwide crisis. What's going on right now?
Well, Myanmar has not been hit very hard right now. Up till today, they've only had 121 cases, the whole country.
That they know of.
Yeah, but they're still only in the major congested areas in the big cities. Yangon, have they had any substantial numbers? The government has been very good about getting the word out to the people and creating applications where they can get access to information. But they've been very, very strict on movement of people. I mean, every neighborhood is closed off and people are not allowed to go outside of their neighborhood unless they get special permission, and it's very restricted. The people are having really hard times getting access to the foods that they need. Many people are in poverty there already, so this just puts extra strain on that.
How has this affected the Empower International locations?
Well, they go into extra stress, but thank God we were able to provide with rice and oil and essential supplies for them to have the very basics.
We were able to give them like 2 months supply to start with, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So that has really helped relieve their stress a lot.
Obviously, the COVID-19 crisis is an issue in Myanmar, but I've also read some articles recently, and maybe you know more about this than I do, about some of the political unrest that's happening in Myanmar, especially out in some of the regions and states where some of the minority populations live. Tell me what's going on there with some of the unrest, political unrest.
Yeah, there's so many areas that are still in conflict zones. The militaries have been fighting, and when the people are told by the government to stay at home because COVID-19, they just laugh and say, "There's no way we can stay at home. There's imminent danger to them at their homes." There has been airstrikes on villages. There's been artillery shells sent into the villages, just killing civilians.
And in the midst of all the other things that are happening there, in extreme poverty. I think it's important that as we talk about these things, that it brings an awareness. We need to make this a matter of prayer so that we can see positive change happen, not only with regard to the COVID-19 issue, but also the political unrest. We just need to really be praying for the nation of Myanmar right now and stay focused on our mission. Our mission is to help people and to bring a message of hope to people.
Definitely.
John, you mentioned that you've talked to some of your friends that are pastors and Christian leaders there in Myanmar, and that there's been some confusion and division from a theological standpoint there. What advice would you give to ministry leaders so that they can not get caught up in all of that?
Well, you mentioned earlier to stay focused and be unified by the love of Christ. We'll run the race. Just as Paul says, run the race so we can win it. If we get distracted and go off to the side, we're not running the race.
Yeah, that's good. Our leaders, our network, our pastors, they're some of the most resilient, most faith-filled, most committed people that I've met. I feel so honored to be connected to them, and I'm so thankful for them. And that's why I just want to encourage them to just stay focused. Stay focused on Jesus. Stay focused on our message. We don't have to be lured into all the crazy messaging that's going on out there that's bringing confusion and deception and all that kind of stuff. But we want to keep focused on our mission, and that is to help people. All right, John, it was great talking to you today. Let's just continue praying for the people, the Christians in Myanmar, and you just keep doing a great job. We're so glad that you're part of Empower.
Thank you.